Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I have another theatre vlog for you. So in this video we go to the Lowry, to the press night of Come From Away. Come From Away is one of my Lawrence's favourite musicals. We've seen it several times on this tour already. We saw it in Liverpool, and I also went to see it in Sheffield. So we're really excited to go and see it again. And what was special about this performance was that they actually had some of the real Come From Aways and Newfoundlanders actually at the show, which was really nice. They came on stage at the end. There was a speech, and it was a really fun evening. We really enjoyed it. So in the video I show you around the theatre, show you the merch, show you the view from our seat. I filmed the curtain call for you, and I review the show for you at the end as well. So I hope you enjoy this little video.
So it's now quite a lot later. We're actually at Media City because we're heading to the Lowry stay because we're going to the Come From Away press night. So we're going to head in because it's absolutely chucking it down. So I'll get back to you once we're inside. Okay, so we've now arrived at the Lowry. We're going to head in because it's very, very wet and rainy. So get in, go and collect our tickets because I don't know where we're sat yet. And yeah, see what there is. If I can you can see the board already. So yeah, let's go and do that. We found put a pin in the match board. Just gonna wait our turn and then we're gonna do this. There we go. So we've got a little tag. Okay, there's mine. Lauren's going to put his in. There we go. Just heading to Pressfit now. We just met the real Kevin. Had a picture of him, which was really nice. Now we're going to go ahead and get our tickets. Okay, so we've got our programme, and tickets are on row R. Let's see, 33 and 34, so we're going through door A.
R33. R30.
That's great, thank you. Okay, so I'm row R33, 34. Okay, so let's find our seat. It's now in my seat. I'm on row R, seat 33, and this is the view. And then Lawrence is next to me. There he is. So I think it's about 10 minutes till it's due to start. So I'll have a quick look through the programme. So there's no intro in this one.
Welcome to Lowry. Now, through their festive appeal, Lowry supports young people here in Salford who are experiencing the biggest challenges, and your generosity can help make a real difference. If you have any spare change, please see one of the friendly volunteers after the show and drop it in the bucket. Or you can use the tap to donate points. Every donation counts, so thank you and enjoy the show.
So yeah, I'll get back to you at the end and let you know what we think. You can see, on that row there, they're the actual people that the show's based on, just over there. You can see them. So I spoke to Kevin before.
on here. I'm Joe. We're the two producers in the UK for Come From Away. We've got Sue and Randy in the audience, who are American partners of Come From Away and the original producers of the show. And we've also got some other surprise guests to bring on stage tonight. But first of all, I want to bring on our incredibly hard-working understudies who cover between 5 and 6 roles in the show across the whole of the tour. So they're here they come. But we just want to say a huge thanks to Steve and his whole team at the Lowry here in Salford. Have been absolutely fantastic from the minute we got here. They've treated us as part of their community, part of their company, and it's just been absolutely brilliant. Kept the bars open for us, which I always needed with this company, I would say. But yeah, from everyone, from the ushers to the front of house staff and the security, have all been absolutely brilliant, and we were so thrilled to be here for the whole of the Christmas period. So this show, Alex Core, I hope you've experienced tonight, is about community and it's about family. But we would be nowhere in telling this story, and these guys would not even be on this stage if it wasn't for a special group of people. So I want to introduce the real Come From Aways tonight. Who are going to come on stage. Come on, guys. And I'm going to hand over to Alex Core.
Well, what an evening. 23 years ago, I left my home at 8:45 a.m. in the morning to go to my office for a meeting. And while I was driving to the office, I said, this is a great day to do a musical. Little did I know that day that it would be 5 days before I get back home on a regular schedule, long enough to shower and go again. What we did in Gander was not unique for us. Actually, we don't know why we're getting all those accolades, because no matter what, where we are in life, where we live, you're supposed to be kind and help people. It doesn't matter where you're from. A act of kindness can take form in many ways. I want to tell a little story that happened since I've been here. On Monday, a group of us went to Liverpool, and we wanted to see the Beatles Museum. I'll have to admit that I was a teenager when they were on the go. But it's not the Beatles Museum that I want to talk about, but it's about an act of kindness that I felt on the way back. When we got aboard the train was blocked. We were standing up, and there was a young lady who offered her seat for me to sit down. But I declined, and I stayed where I was, and we started talking to this young lady, and she had not heard of Come From Away. I don't know if she believed that we were real. By the time she got to her stop, she said, I don't want to get off, I want to go with you people. So we decided that we would see if we could do a act of kindness back. So we talked to the people involved in this show, and we were successful in getting 2 tickets for a show for tonight. And the young lady said to me, you see, kindness can be done in many ways. I've said for years, I like to see a theater this size should be filled with our world leaders, so they can look at this show and see what the world can do when we all come together as one. We had people in Gander from 95 countries. We had people that never heard of Canada. And people have said to me, what was the language barrier like? Well, the only language that they couldn't understand most of the time was us. I just want to tell you people, if you ever get the opportunity to come to Gander, you can go to the airport that's left over from the Cold War. In that airport there is a bathroom where in 1959, Queen Elizabeth sat in a chair and had her hair done while she dedicated the airport. And we named the street after her, called Elizabeth Drive. And that chair and mirror is still there today from 1959. And we have a lot of people that come and sit in that chair and say that they sat. So, yeah, we have a lot of history. But please, be good to people, be kind. We don't have to agree with everything we do, but the one thing we should agree on is to love and feel affection for everyone that we can. And if we could do that, why, what a world we would have. We'd have one beautiful. I wish you will. Tell your friends about this show. It's not about us as individuals, because tonight you've only seen a very small portion of the stories that's been told in Gander. There's hundreds and hundreds of stories that's never been told. You could do probably 5 or 6 come from a ways if that many stories to be told. But tonight, tell your friends, tell your neighbors to come and see this show and see what love and kindness can do. And we thank you very much indeed.
Oh my God, their applause, a real applause, and all of us come from away. And of course, the greatest love story we've ever seen, Lincoln Diane. Guys, we're not going to keep you any longer. Look, we're absolutely inspired by these guys. It's just a pleasure, just an absolute pleasure to have them here. They've made my life for the last 9 years of being a part of this show exponentially better. Everything they did that day, they did so genuinely from their hearts with love. And to be honest, they're just, you know, they're exactly those people today, and we love having them. They make any space that you guys are in is a better space, I've got to say. And also our fantastic cast and our fantastic team. At the end of the day, you can't do a show like Come From Away. You cannot do a show like Come From Away based on these incredible people without this incredible cast, production team and band. You're miraculous and we absolutely love you. Thank you. Guys, we're going to let you go, but before you go, we're going to try and prize some money out of you, not for us. As you leave today, inspired by these incredible people, inspired by Kevin Turf and his Pay It Forward, inspired by one of our super fans, Lydia Greatrix, who has been doing a Pay It Forward throughout the tour. As you leave today, there's going to be a bucket collection at the doors. It's for the Salford Food Bank. The Salford Food Bank is based in Kansas Avenue, which is in Media City. Every quarter, in the last quarter, it gave food parcels to 5,000 people, including over 1,500 children. We just urge you, if you have any change, please put it in there because they do absolutely fantastic work and we'd love to support them today. If you don't have any money, maybe go to your local co-op, just take things off the shelves. And just put them straight in and blame Come From Away. Let's see how that goes. We always felt Salford, Greater Manchester, Manchester, Bury, Prestwick were the perfect place to bring this show because of the community aspect of it. We feel, having been here for 4 days, that was absolutely the right choice
to spend Christmas here, to spend New Year here, to spend the final 5 weeks of our tour here feels really special and really important and absolutely genuine. So on behalf of all of us, thank the audience, because you mean everything to us and you are the most important. And on that note, as I love to say, please, let's get back up. Shall we do a play out, please?
Hi, so it's been a couple of weeks since we went to see Come From Away at the Lowry, so I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about it. So we were kindly invited to the show's press night, which took place on Wednesday the 4th of December, and the show started at 7:30 p.m. and its recommended age range is 10 plus. It has a run time of 1 hour and 50 minutes with no interval, so it's a straight view show and there's no interval. So for this show we were sat in the stalls. We were on row R, seats 33 and 34. I was sat in seat 33, which was the aisle seat, and I had an excellent view from there. It is like a side-on view, but you still see the entire stage, and I thought the view was really good from there, so I'd definitely sit there again. So Come From Away has lots of merch available. I didn't buy anything this time round because I bought a magnet previously because I've seen the show in Liverpool and in Sheffield, so I didn't need to buy a magnet this time round, but there's lots of merch you can buy if you want merch. I did actually get the programme. It was actually gifted to us because I was reviewing the show. These were £8, so these are actually bigger than the programmes that I've got when I've seen it at other venues. I think because it's a Christmas show, they've made them like an A4 size programme rather than an A5. So it's a really nice quality programme, but you are paying a little bit more for it, but like I said, it is a good quality programme. So other merch that was available, there was t-shirt for £28, a hoodie for £50, the magnet was £6, they had a keyring for £10, tote bag for £12, a pin set for £12, socks for £12 and a mug for £50. So that was all the merch that was available. So before the show started, Lawrence and I put our pin on the map. So they have a giant map there and you can put a pin in it to show where you come from. So as we were doing that, we were actually approached by the real Kevin T. So if you've seen the show, you'll know who we mean. He was actually there that night and he came up to us, spoke to us, and then we had a photo with him. He was really nice, really lovely to chat to, and in fact there was quite a few of the real Come From Aways and Newfoundlanders there that night, and they were actually in the foyer talking to audience members as we arrived, which was really nice of them to take the time out and speak to people. So that was a really nice surprise. So if you do not know what Come From Away is about, it recounts the events that unfolded in Gander when 38 planes were grounded there when the US airspace was closed during the aftermath of 9/11. So this caused the town's population to double overnight, and the residents of Gander welcomed these people from the planes, they called them the plane people, with open arms, showing extraordinary generosity and solidarity. And the show actually draws from real accounts, and so offers a deeply moving narrative. So that is the basic story of the show. So the set design for the show is quite simple, and the staging is quite simple, but it's highly effective. So the cast tend to manipulate a number of chairs and tables to create everything from planes to a local bar, and it's done really well and really effectively. The music for this show is fantastic. I absolutely love the soundtrack for this show. It's got a really folksy feel to it, and all the songs are really catchy as well. So my favourites are like the opening number, Welcome to the Rock. I also really love Me and the Sky as well. Another thing I also really love is the fact that the band is visible on stage throughout the show, and they even use the band in some scenes where they're in the bar and they're dancing and singing. So yeah, I really enjoy the fact that you can see the band on the stage. So for this performance we had the full principal cast on, who were all fantastic. So there's 12 cast members in the show, and they actually play multiple roles, and every single one of them did an absolutely fantastic job. They were all able to shift seamlessly into their different roles, and I have to also say that each one of the characters have a different accent, and they were just seamlessly slipping into these accents so well. I thought the cast were just absolutely fantastic. So now is probably a good point to go through the programme and show you the cast. Okay, so this is the programme. As you can see, it's an A4 size programme. At the bottom it says that the show is on from Tuesday the 3rd of December to Sunday the 5th of January. So if we look inside, it's got a few adverts for some upcoming shows. There's an advert here for The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, which is actually the Christmas show at the Lowry next year. I did actually see this year at Leeds Playhouse, and it was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved it, so I would definitely go in and see it again next year at the Lowry. Really enjoyed the show. And then there's some other adverts for some other upcoming shows. You got the Nutcracker in Havana, you got The Shark is Broken, Girl on the Train, and Dear England. And then you've got information on Come From Away. So you have a little article here, Gander and Come From Away, telling you a little bit about Gander itself. Continues on here. We then have some production photos from the show, and then we have the cast biographies. So Natasha Jane Barnes plays Janice and others. Her theatre credits include Hex, The Witches of Eastrick, and The Twilight Zone. We then had Daniel Crowder, who plays Nick, Doug and others. His theatre credits include Gypsy, Mamma Mia, The Mousetrap. We then had Mark Dugdale, who plays Kevin T, Gareth and others. His theatre credits include Alex in The Book Thief. He's played Kevin T and others at the Phoenix Theatre. He's been in The Jersey Boys. That's just some stuff he's done. We then have Rosie Glossop as Bonnie and others. Her theatre credits includes Rebecca at the Charing Cross Theatre, Identical at the Nottingham Playhouse and the Lowry, and she's also been in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. We then had Amanda Henderson, who plays Beulah and Others. Her theatre credits include Charlotte Showerbury in Oliver, Joy in Everybody Loves a Winner, and Pat in Jack and the Beanstalk, and Alexa in Cinderella at the Norwich Theatre Royal. We then had Kirsty Hoyles as Diana and Others. Her theatre credits include Mamma Mia, Betty Blue Eyes, Gone with the Wind, and Les Mis. We then had Oliver Jacobson, who plays Oz and Others. His theatre credits include Stand By Elder Cunningham in the London cast of The Book of Mormon, Nicely Johnson in Guys and Dolls, and Roger in Grease. We then had Dale Moffarin as Bob and Others. His theatre credits include Frankenstein UK Tour and Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs at the Bristol Hippodrome and Milton Keynes. We then had Nicholas Pound as Claude and Others. His theatre credits include Cat, The Fix, and he's also been in Elf the musical. We then had Sarah Poyser, who plays Beverly, Annette and Others. Her theatre credits include Assassins, Forever Young, and All Quiet on the Western Front at Nottingham Playhouse, Janet in Rutherford and Son, and Mam in Billy Elliot the musical. We then had Bree Smith, who played Hannah and Others. Her theatre credits include Alice Bean in Titanic the musical, Shug Avery in The Colour Purple, and Anne M and Glinda in The Wiz at the Hope Mill Theatre. We then had Jamal Zulfiqar, who played Kevin J, Ali and Others. His theatre credits include Starlight Express's 30th anniversary concert. He's been in Legally Blonde at Leicester Curve. He's played Tony in Bend It Like Beckham. That's just some stuff he's done. And then we had the standbys. So we had Angeline Bell, who is a standby and dance captain. Daniel Kane, who is a standby. Ashley Harvey, who is a standby. Alan Hawke, who is a standby. Kirsty Malpas as a standby. Sorrel Marsh as a standby. Catherine Pemberton as a standby. And Kevin Yates, who is a standby. So we then have the cast list, standby list, and the production team. And then it says at the bottom here, this production lasts approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes and does not include an interval. We then have the creative team list and also the band. We then have a list of the musical numbers. So in Act 1 we have Welcome to the Rock, which is sung by the company. 38 Planes, which is sung by the company. Blankets and Bedding, company. 28 Hours, Wherever We Are, company. Darkness and Trees, company. Costume Party, which is Diane, Hannah, Kevin T, Kevin J, and company. I Am Here, which is done by Hannah, and Prayer, which is Kevin T and company. We then have On the Edge, which is the company. Screech In, which is Claude and company. Me in the Sky, which is Beverly and the female company. Stop the World, which is Nick, Diane and company. Somewhere in the Middle of Nowhere, which is the company. Something Missing, company, and the finale, which is the company. We then have the creative team's biographies. producers, got the production credits, there's some more adverts, yeah, and then that is it. So that is the programme. So at the end of the show, we were actually really lucky and we were treated to a speech from the show's producers and also from the real mayor of Gander, which was really great. I really enjoyed that. And they also brought up some of the real come from aways and people from Gander onto the stage with the cast, which was really nice. It was a really nice ending to the show. So I absolutely love Come From Away. I think it's an absolutely fantastic show. I've seen it a few times whilst it's been on tour. I've seen it in Liverpool, I've seen it in Sheffield, and I've seen it now at the Lowry, and it's a show I can see again and again and again. It's such a fantastic show. It's such a heartwarming show that really encapsulates the spirit of the festive season. So it's definitely a fantastic show to see with family and friends over the festive season. And yeah, it's just a story that really gives you faith in humanity. And like I said, it's just such a heartwarming show. I absolutely love it. So I'm definitely giving the show 5 stars. Highly recommend it. If you're going to catch it at the Lowry, please do. It's its last stop on the tour, so it's your last chance to go and see the show. I've convinced my parents to go and see it. So yeah, I've managed to convince them to go because it's such a good show. I think they'll really enjoy it. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this little vlog and review of Come From Away. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.